Hey, it's Katie, and you may notice that Grant and Luke aren't the ones in front of the camera this time, and that is just simply because they are exhausted. We just took a trip to Red River Gorge where we hiked a whole lot, and it just has knocked them out. So we are just going to change things up a little bit this week and do things a little bit differently, and I hope that's completely okay with you guys. So up first, we're going to just kind of do a little quick tour of our cabin. We stayed at Haven at the Red, which is just a little 2-bedroom cabin that we found on Airbnb, and it was great. It was perfect, the perfect size. It was super convenient to Natural Bridge and other hiking trails. It was great. We highly recommend it, and if we ever, or not if, but when we ever go back to Red River Gorge, more than likely we may stay there again. So thank you, Haven at the Red. You guys were great, and we really enjoyed our stay. I think Grant, Luke, and Jamie's favorite part of the cabin was the cute little checkers board that they had set up on the dining table. The boys learned how to play checkers, so that was a great learning experience for everybody. And I'm pretty sure at some point throughout our stay, everybody won at least one game. So after getting settled at the cabin and organized, we headed over to get some dinner at Miguel's Pizza, which is like a staple, apparently. If you have ever been to Red River Gorge, you are probably familiar with their pizza, and it was really delicious. After dinner, we built a campfire and did s'mores.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
Here, I'll take the stick, just you hold that. So after s'mores, we hit the hay. We went to bed, got lots of rest, woke up early the next morning, grabbed breakfast and coffee at the Daniel Boone coffee shop, and then we hit the trails. Say good morning.
Stop.
Collaborate or listen.
Good morning, Luke. Good morning, Grant. Good morning, babe.
Good morning, Catherine. Natural Bridge Arch.
Yeah.
Trail parking here. There's like no one here.
That's good, right?
Well, trail's closed.
Okay, so this was really funny. We were pulling into the parking lot, and we were like literally one of 2 cars. And so the parking lot, we just chose one because there's several lots you can park in to get to the top of Natural Bridge, and we were just like, just pick one and let's go. Let's just get on the trail. So we pull into a parking lot, and literally like no one is there except for one other car, and we're like, are we missing something? Are they closed? Like, what's going on? But anyway, come to find out, it's just simply that not a lot of people go to Natural Bridge on a Tuesday at 10 a.m. So if you ever get the chance and you want some like alone time on top of Natural Bridge, Tuesday at 10.
Get me, foot go.
This was amazing. Look at this. Okay, and then we were up there, and then of course Goofy Luke finds a rock that he wants to floss on. So Luke was flossing on a rock on top of Natural Bridge, and then of course Grant had to jump in and show off his dance moves too. And it was just like a really cute moment, and it was just so sweet because they were just so happy. So after Natural Bridge, we decided to start venturing off to other trails, and we really had like zero plan. We just chose one and went for it. So we chose Laurel Ridge Trail, which we really enjoyed, and it led us to Luke's absolute favorite spot of the entire trip, which was Battleship Rock. So close. You'll get it. I know I got this. Just watch me do this. I know I got this. I know I got this. I'll just watch me do this. Hey. Yeah. Oh, just watch me do this.
Professional.
Battleship Rock was the best.
Hi, Luke. What'd you say?
Battleship Rock is the best because we got to climb over it
Mm-hmm.
and then jump off.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
So after Battleship Rock, we headed over to the Lover's Leap Lookout Point, and we snapped a few pictures there. And then after that, we trailed back out and went down the Devil's Gulch Trail, which is incredibly steep. Luckily, they had a handrail, and it was super slick because it had been raining that morning. But the boys did great, and we saw this cute little lizard. I don't know, salamander. I don't know what it was, but it was really cute. And then, yeah, we kind of just, that really rounded out our hike for Tuesday morning. And then we just hiked down and saw some pretty cool tree roots and rock formations. And that was the end of our morning hike at Natural Bridge. Okay, so after our morning hike, then we braked for lunch, and literally the only place open on a Tuesday around 12:30 or 1 in the afternoon was Subway. And then it started raining, so we decided to hop on the Red River Gorge Scenic Byway, which is about a 45-minute drive just through Daniel Boone National Forest. And we didn't complete the entire thing. Because we actually stopped off to get off on and to do a trail. But one really cool thing was the Nada Tunnel, which is it's a short tunnel, but it's a one-way. So you have to like pull up, and then hopefully nobody's coming the other direction. Luckily you can see. So if they are already coming, then you have to like back out. There were a couple cars in front of us where they would start to pull in, and then they would pull out, and then they go in, and then have to back up again. But we finally got a chance to go through it, and it was really cool. So after the Nada Tunnel, we just kept going on the Red River Scenic Byway. We were driving for probably like 30 more minutes, and which was nice because it gave the boys a chance to fall asleep and a little bit of quiet time for Jamie and I. And we were just driving along, and we found the Copperas Falls parking spot and the trailhead. It is not an official like Red River Gorge trail. It's unmarked. So we actually had to ask some other hikers for help because we had no clue where it was. So once we found it, it was two little trails that merged and became one. And then we took this trail back to Copperas Falls, which I think was Grant's favorite spot of the entire trip. And it was a really cool hike. It was really long. It took us about an hour and a half to get back to the falls. And now, of course, we stopped a little bit along the way to kind of see some really cool things, but it was really awesome. And the falls were just so pretty. And again, we were there on a Tuesday. At this point, it was Tuesday afternoon. I think we started the trail around 3:30 p.m. and took us an hour and a half to get back there. We had the entire waterfall to ourselves for like 30 minutes. Like, it was amazing. It was really cool to just be there and be surrounded by the beauty. And it was really cool. And then we were just tired. So we hiked it on out of there in about 40 minutes. So it was great.
catch the wind and fly away. I will go where you go, never wander alone. There's no time to waste,
Then walk back across.
'cause I can see them one by one. The stars come out and the sky begins to glow with a feeling I've never known before. Feelings are high and low.
Put your hand in the water.
Is it cold or hot?
That's natural. Hey, that's like natural water from the earth.
Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close.
Leave out the bottom.
That's okay. Now put it on your head. Oh. Nice and cool.
Hey, here. Put my head in too. Nice catch.
Thanks for sharing, Grant. It is a little bit.
Mine doesn't have as much holes in it. Here, hand it up.
The stars come out and the sky begins to glow with a feeling I've never known before.
Reach up. Reach up.
You got it.
Nothing comes close.
Put it on your head. And go wring it out.
I want more water.
Nothing comes
Everything's dirty. It's fine.
Get your right foot up on top of that rock.
catch the
Go,
wind.
go, 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 go.
Nice job, guys.
Whew, I almost bit it off. All right. Nice work.
I will go where you go. I will stay where you stay for the rest of my life. Nothing comes close. Thank you for the sun. Thank you for the moon. Thank you for the stars at night and the darkness too. Bless you for your peace. Bless you for your grace. Bless you for your perfect love and your perfect ways. And all shall be well. All shall be well. All manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Use me as you will, remove my selfish pride, create in me a servant heart to bless your holy bride. And when my work is done and the seeds are sown, please receive my spirit, Lord, and welcome me home. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well.
So in total, on our first full day of hiking, we hiked 7.1 miles, and the total time that it took to do the morning and the afternoon was about 5 hours. So clearly we're not like the fastest hikers that there ever were, but we certainly had a lot of fun along the way, which is what it was all about for us. If you ever get a chance to go to Red River Gorge, be sure to check out some of these trails. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out the next video, which will be part 2 of our trip. Bye!